Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how I made this super cute t-shirt using my new DTG printer. So Roland has made an affordable DTG printer that us crafters can afford. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so let's start with the software that's going to come with your printer. So they're going to give you the Roland design software. It comes completely free. You have an easy designer and you also have advanced. Today we're going to be using advanced, and you can also change your language right here. All right, so you're going to choose your garment type. Today we're doing a t-shirt. Your thickness, mine's normal. What size of the tray do you have? So your machine's going to come with the A4. You can purchase separately the A5 to use for onesies and things like that. So today I'm using the A4. You're going to choose the orientation. Do you want a portrait, landscape? We're going to do portrait. I'm going to hit OK. All right, so this is showing our tray. So this is our design area for the t-shirt. So what I'm going to do is hit import image. I'm going to import via the computer, select image, all right? So the one I'm using is right here, Truck Love. I'm going to hit open. All right, here it is. So now as long as you stay within this border right here, you're going to be completely fine. So right now I'm going to figure out about how big I want this design to be. I'm just going to even this up. I like to get my design all the way up towards the top here, because when we load our t-shirt in the tray, you know, you want to keep in mind the, like 3-finger rule down from the neckline and stuff like that. So if you have it way down here, it's going to end up on the stomach of the shirt. So you really want to keep this nice and high, making sure it's nice and straight. You can get a preview on these t-shirts. I don't really like these. I'm not a fan. I hope they'll upgrade it because it's showing you in the stomach. So, I mean, obviously the normal would be up here. I wish it demoed up here so I could see the size in this area here and not down here. So I hope that's one thing that they'll change. Bring that up just a little bit so I know that it's going to be right where I want it to be. All right. Now at this point, you can, change your stuff. I can either leave it the way that it is, or if I want to make it more brighter, I can do that. So I can change the way the image actually is going to print a little bit. Same with the contrast. I can brighten these colors up just so they look more bright and vibrant whenever we print them. So I'm actually going to do that right there. And then you can rotate, trim, do all that stuff. Auto adjustments, blur edges. There's a ton of stuff that comes with this software, but today I just want to show you a quick project with it. So I'm not going to go in all the details. We'll definitely do that on another video. So we're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and send this over to the printer. I'm going to hit print. Are you sure you want to print the design? And I'm going to hit print. But before I do, let's go ahead and go over to the table and get our shirt ready. All right, so this is what your tray is going to look like. It's going to come with this little top like this. All you need to do is slide it down. You may want to pull it off. It's not going to come in this direction. You need to slide it. Now, it has these little holes that will help you kind of line stuff up, so you can flip this over on your t-shirt, figure out your line, make sure everything's straight, put marks to make sure you load it on this correctly. This feels like velvet, by the way. So to load a t-shirt, there is these two pieces right here. You're just going to squeeze these, open up. So we're going to completely open this, and now we're ready to load the t-shirt. You want to load it in this direction. So where it opens, so you can see this, the opening, you want to have the neckline of the t-shirt pointing in this direction here, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to find the center. You could always take your t-shirt like this and press it with your iron, your heat press or something to get that mark. But I'm just going to go ahead and eyeball it today. So you're just going to line it up here. Now I'm being mindful. So I brought that design up here. So I know that I brought it down just a couple fingers. So I can either if I have the design all the way up, I can pull this down 3 fingers and have this over so I know it's going to print up here. Or I can have this, exactly where it's going to be 3 fingers right here from the top, and just know I need to leave about this much gap in the design software. And so you just want to pay attention and make sure everything is straight. Smooth everything out. Once you've got everything smooth, I want everything down here. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my hands and I'm getting this nice and neatly underneath. I'm tucking it all the way underneath. All right. So now all we got to do is shut this. just like so. Now you can see that this is super smooth. So what we want to do is go back, pop it in the oven so that way it can preheat. This bottom piece right here is actually an oven. So this is going to heat your garment. It's going to preheat. It's also going to finalize it as well. You can also use a heat press if you don't want to use this, but it does come with a machine and they just stack right on top of each other. So right now it's just preheating. All right, so now that it's preheated, it's completely ready to go. So we're gonna load our tray in the bottom. So this is going to pre-treat the garment. It's just gonna get out any wrinkles and smooth it out. So you're just going to load it in there like so and push it all the way in. To preheat the shirt, you're gonna bring it over to the left and you're gonna see a timer go down for 30 seconds. So that's just gonna take out any sort of wrinkles. Now, when we finish the shirt from the printer and bring it back down, we'll go over to the right. So now we're ready to unload it. We're gonna open it and you just wanna carefully pull it out. You're gonna take it straight from the bottom and bring it right up to the top. You're just gonna push it as far back as you can. So that's as far as I can go. So let's go ahead and go back over to the software. So now where it says, are you sure you wanna print the design? We're gonna hit print. It's transmitting the data over. So now we can go over to the printer and hit go. So you're just gonna hit this big start button here. You can see that it's gonna suck it right in there. You guys can probably see this printer moving around. I have it on a small little cart here. Eventually I'll actually have it up on my countertop right back there. And that's it. So it's going to shoot it out at you and tell you it's done. So the next thing we need to do is put it down in the bottom. So we're going to open this up again. I'm going to pull this out so you guys can see it. So you can see how nicely that just printed right onto the shirt, less than a minute. All right. So now what we're going to do is slide it back down in the bottom. Shut the door, and we're going to bring this over to the right this time. So now you're going to see a countdown for 3 minutes. Now while this is counting down, I want to take you back over to the software. This is the screen that you're going to have now, so you can either print one more or go back to the top. So if you want to keep printing these one after another, you can definitely do that here. All right, so now it's ready. You're just going to bring it back to the middle and carefully take it out. And there it is. So let's go ahead and take it over to the table and unload it. All right, so now that we're back over at the table, this is what it looks like. It's a little bit warm. It's not too hot where you can't handle it. The sides stay completely cold. This part is what's warm. All right, let's flip it over so we can unload our t-shirt. Pop this open. And you're just gonna take it right off. So let's get this out of the way. There you have it. How cute is this? And it prints it right on there. So hopefully you guys can see how nice and vibrant that is. And what's really cool is there's just a tiny bit of a fill. So where sublimation, you can't feel it at all. This has just a little bit of fill to it. Now keep in mind with this printer, you can't do white. So if you want the whites, you want to utilize a white t-shirt to get those in the background. So there it is, a super easy, affordable way for us crafters to have a DTG printer at home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.